Hey there guys, my name is Marcus, and in this video I'm going to compare ARKK with VGT. The first thing that I'm going to compare in this video is expense ratio. Then I'm going to look also on holdings, some description of both of these ETFs, and also I'm going to give you the prediction. So let's say that 3 years back, if you would start investing $100 a month, how much money you would make. So all the important information. Now I love talking about ETFs, and if you have your own ETFs that you're curious about, and you want me to compare them, write it down below in the comments. Also, if you want to learn how you can make money with ETFs, like leveraged ETFs, the best dividend ETFs on the market, and like huge descriptions that I make, like a lot of videos, there's a course down below in the description. Check it out. I really believe that it can be worth it for you. Now, without further ado, let's go to the comparison. And thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Now, ARKK and VGT. What we can find? ARKK and is issuer ARK, ticker VGT Vanguard. Understandable. What is ARK? ARKK is an active managed fund, and it's a disruptive ETF that is like focusing on companies which can disrupt the market. Spotify, Shopify, Zoom, and many others. On the other hand, Vanguard and VGT is like focusing on market information technology 2550 index, and I will talk about it soon. But there is like expense ratio much lower on Vanguard VGT comparing to ARKK. ARKK got expense ratio 0.75, VGT got 0.10. What does it mean? It means that let's say that you would invest $10,000, you would pay $75 a fee. And you can calculate it easily like this: 10,000, $75. And Vanguard expense ratio is 0.10, and that's $10 fee. So in this regard, VGT is winning. Then assets under management, that's 55 billion, that's like 2.4x of ARKK. And the average daily volume is lower. Now, number of holdings, you can clearly see that VGT is more diversified when we compare the number of holdings. On the other hand, ARKK got 45 holdings. So that's not, we can't really say, like we will get to it. There are a lot of holdings, but there is one disadvantage about VGT that I have to share with you. Now, when we go even further, I'm going to get close to the important information. You're going to see that VGT got primarily software, IT services, computers, phones, households, semiconductors, communication, networking, but primarily these three segments. And now when I'm going to compare like what it actually offers, you can see clearly here that one disadvantage of VGT, it's a preference, but I don't really like it, that Apple and Microsoft Corporation, VGT and ARKK combined in this ETF got 37%. So yes, they have 344 number of holdings, but 37% got two stocks in whole ETF. On the other hand, with ARKK, you see Tesla, Teladoc, Coinbase, Roku, and top 10 weighting is diversified on 53%. Top 10 weighting on VGT is on 57%. So this is like big difference here. Now, also important to say is when I'm going to show you, not here, fund overlap, this is what I want to show you, is that when I'm going to write here ARKK, and then here I'm going to VGT, we can check the overlap here, and it's overlapping only on 3% by weight, but 90.5% of ARK's 48 holdings are also in VGT, and only 2.4% of VGT's 344 holdings are also in ARK. And overlap by weight is really low. They are overlapping in Square, Zoom, DocuSign, and that's pretty much it. And they're like Twilio, Trimble, Unity Software, but those percentages are really low. So as you can see, the overlap is not that huge. Now, another thing that I wanted to show you is when we compare VGT here and ARKK, and we look on the dividends. 2018 was good dividend year. here is also not performing that greatly comparing to other high dividend ETFs. So it's like kind of okay-ish. And these were the most important information. Now, if you're gonna have any questions, guys, about both ARKK and VGT, ask down below in comments. I'm really happy to help you. Okay, to summarize this whole video. Okay, expense ratio on VGT is lower. Only because ARKK is active managed fund for disruptive companies. We don't know what the future will bring. And I forgot to show you this. Oh, thank you. I'm going to go do the calculation here. So ticker symbol ARKK, portfolio 100. And here I'm going to add VGT like this. And let's say we're going to have initial amount $10,000 and we are going to start investing in 2018. Oh, 2017. Okay. And then let's say cash flow, contribute fixed amount monthly, and we are going to invest $200. And let's see how it's going to perform. Now we can see clearly that portfolio 1, which is ARKK, we would make $96,000. Comparing to the portfolio 2, which is VGT, we would make only $63,000. So as you can see, on many cases, ARKK is outperforming really well, but when it was outperforming in the past, we don't know what the future will bring, because when you look at this, right? Look at the performance of 2020 to 2021. Do we really expect that it's going to happen the same thing, right? The market right now is, like, I don't know how to describe the market at this point, but you can clearly see that the performance was really great of ARK Invest and ARKK. And when we compare to VGT here, 5 years past year, 41%, and ARKK past year was 27%, but past 5 years, 492, and VGT got 478% growth. So this is completely up to you which journey you would choose. To summarize this whole video, expense ratio lower on VGT, higher assets under management, lower average daily volume, number of holdings higher, but there is like this thing that in the moment when something would happen with Apple or Microsoft Corporation, the whole ETF would suffer from it, because like 37% of value are on these stocks. Both both holdings are all right. I just have like one kind of like problem with these two things. But if you like Apple, if you are Microsoft and you believe in those products, in those stocks, it's like up to your journey. And this is pretty much it. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. If you're gonna have any questions, ask me down in comments. I'm happy to help you. And have a great day and goodbye. And definitely check the course down below in the description. See ya.